What's up, everybody? Today we're going to explore Pace, Florida. There's nothing on this town on YouTube or on the internet that's actually realistically going to show you what this town's like. So I'm going to give you guys a real, almost like if you were here with me type of experience. Yeah, buddy. Look at that dang good squatter right there, man. All right, so I want to give you guys like a real feel for this place in case you're thinking about moving here or whatever, because most of the YouTubers that have done this town, they're kind of like realtors, so they're just trying to sell you a house. But I'm not a realtor, I'm just a YouTuber, so I want to show you guys what this town is really like. As you can see, it's kind of suburban. You have Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, T-Mobile, and over there you have like Home Depot's, Michael's, Lowe's, like every Dick's Sporting Goods, like every suburban crap you could think of, they have it here. So it's basically a really nice suburban place. Let's get into it. I'm going to give you guys a real tour of this town. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can learn more about Florida, Alabama, and basically the South in general. And like I said, I'm not a realtor trying to sell you a house, so I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pea Ridge, Florida. This is a little place between Pace, Florida and Milton, Florida. And I'm going to give you guys a tour of this little area here. There's a brand new Sony's barbecue. There's a school. There's a Walmart and a Lowe's. There's a few things here. This is kind of like a suburban, now hiring you. So somebody's hiring out here. Just want to give you guys a quick tour. There's a school here. And I don't like schools. What am I driving through? I don't even know what I'm driving into. I don't like this place. I'm not even going to record it.
You're driving into a fitness trail.
Oh, I definitely don't like this. How do I get out of here? All right, guys, so we're going to drive through Pace, Florida. And it's just going to be a drive through, I guess. We're going to start here in Pea Ridge, which is kind of right next to it either way. I think, yeah, let's just do that. You want to do that? Let's just do that. Are we doing it?
Apparently.
Are we doing it? We're gonna do it or not?
Apparently.
We're doing it? Yeah, we're in it. Okay, cool. It's hot as crap. It's 76 degrees. The sun is unrelentless.
Mm-hmm.
Traffic. Get out of my way, I say. Radio's garbage in Florida. Actually, the radio in Florida is a little bit better than Alabama. Alabama radio sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know what it is about Alabama radio.
Mm-hmm.
They're all
Good to be in this area.
Pea Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
Pea Ridge.
Riviera Fitness.
Redneck Riviera Fitness. It's like they're building
Shane's
a lot of crap
Rib
out here.
Shack.
Shane's Rib Shack. No, nobody there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, they went out of business. What's up with all these barbecue and rib places?
I don't know.
A lot of barbecue places out here.
Mug shots.
What a burger! Yeah, buddy. I didn't think they were all that great. I think they're super overrated.
Mm-hmm.
What a burger. So, we're going to drive.
That looks like a Ryan's.
Yeah. Like it was around.
Yeah.
Just a business history there.
Yeah.
Just about every crap you can think of. Mattress Firm, Waffle House, Panda Express. They're building a lot too.
Yeah.
Dick's Sporting Goods.
Oh, look, a Starbucks.
And a Starbucks. You want to have Starbucks?
Yeah.
I could go for a Starbucks right about now.
Yes.
Let's do it. Hopefully the lines aren't like Alabama bad.
No.
Starbucks lines in Alabama are ridiculous.
If you hurry up, we'll be the third in line.
Not bad. K Jewelers. That's kind of fancy out here. It's not too bad. Dang, K Jeweler down there, right? All right, well, we're gonna be in line for a little bit here.
We can talk while we're in line.
Nah. So this is a very fast-growing place, and like many fast-growing places, the number one thing you got is traffic, and kind of we're gonna give you guys a real tour, like I said, because I went on YouTube about this town, and I'm like, bro, there's like one realtor trying to sell you houses. And then there's like nothing to really give you a real good feel for this place. So we're not gonna really look too much at these shopping centers. Like, you get the idea. They got a Dick's Sporting Goods. I mean, you can look that all up on Google. They have everything. I think this is a good substitution for Tampa because it's much more affordable and a little bit more decent. Now we're gonna explore the town and kind of get a feel for it for the most part. Appreciate it, buddy. Thanks, you're the best. And as you can see, just about every shopping center you can think of,
It's
they
got
have
a lot of Tampa vibes.
It sure does. And we just did a video in Milton nearby, and it's the same thing. I mean, you got Jersey Mike's, Five Guys. So it's got everything your suburban life is going to need. The incomes are very high, and the housing is very affordable. So to me, as far as livability, it makes a lot more sense. What's in there, baby? Moe's,
Santino.
pizza.
Chili.
Yeah, I mean, like, as far as incomes versus housing costs, the place makes a lot of sense. It's kind of like what I've talked about. What are you touching me for?
We went on our first date at
At a Chili's. Oh yeah, romantic me. Yeah, oh, of course. Yeah. Is that a Toyota? So one of the most obvious things you're gonna tell is there's only like one road that splits this town for the most part. It's this highway. I think it's Highway 890. And it looks like the traffic here sucks, and it's not even rush hour yet. So that's one thing you're going to contend with here. It seems like traffic is pretty much aggravating, but the incomes are pretty good, and the housing is affordable. So the math makes sense. And we've talked about this on my channel a lot, where most places in Florida do not make sense. What you pay for housing and what you make off of income does not make sense in Florida. Tampa doesn't make sense. Miami doesn't make sense. Orlando doesn't make sense. However, this area here is actually more agreeable than some of the best areas in Alabama versus income for affordability. So if you're looking at living in a nice, decent suburban place near beaches, but you want to make enough money, this place has probably every other area in Florida beat for the most part, if the statistics that we're looking at are accurate. And what I like to do on my channel is, if you're new to my channel, is I like to give people a realistic view. I'm not a realtor, so I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. We were just in Milton, and halfway between Pace and Milton is this little place called Pea Ridge. And there was like two homeless guys. I don't know if they're homeless or they're just whatever, passed out on the sidewalk. One was screaming his head off. So it does seem like it has a little bit of that Florida life to it that you don't want, you know, that Florida man stuff. Unfortunately, it's still part of Florida, but it is an area where if these statistics that we're looking at correlate with the reality of this place, it makes a lot of sense. I see a lot of Subarus. Makes me think there's a lot of people here relocating from the Northeast. This area has been growing at a really fast rate statistically, so it seems like everything's all right. I mean, but we're going to try to find what could be some of the downsides of living up here. In case you're considering moving up here, you can't really trust a realtor to tell you that, because he's trying to sell you a house. Obviously, the traffic looks like garbage, and there are a little bit of wacky Florida homeless people strung out. Like, you know, there's a little bit of homelessness and drug addiction seems to be somewhat prevalent, at least in that little place there where we're at. And so, you know, Florida man stuff as expected in Florida. But like I said, we're going to try to find what's wrong with this town and find what's good and bad about it. Never been here before. This is our first perspective of this place. And overall, what's most striking so far is the resemblance that this has to the Tampa area. It's got good vibes. You know, it doesn't seem like a boring place to live. It has all the shopping you're ever going to need. So it's got a good balance. There's the Welcome to Pace sign right there. It just says Pace. Seems like a nice place with just about all of the suburban crap you're going to want. Lots of shopping centers. It's 90, just about 90% white. Look at that old cool thing. You see that thing? That's like a 1929 Ford, I think. So, what are your thoughts on this place, Katie? And Katie wants to be a realtor. Let me just give you guys that warning. So, she may be trying to scam you guys a little bit. So, tell them what you think, baby. Introduce yourself. Catherine the Great!
I am
Katie!
considering not becoming a realtor because I don't want you to associate this channel with a realtor.
Sure, she just doesn't want to work. But anyways, yeah. Beyond that, look at that old Ford truck.
Yeah.
It looks all right. We'll scope it out and we'll get a feel for it. So if you're thinking about this place, me, I would recommend this place from what I can see so far. I personally wouldn't want to live here. Just traffic and it isn't my type of thing. You know, I like kind of more country and rural. But it does have
grocery outlet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me a lot of Tampa.
Yeah.
It's got so many Tampa vibes to it.
Yeah.
A little bit of Orlando, Tampa vibes. Florida's indistinguishable from anywhere else. It is just,
Yeah.
Florida is Florida. Even up here in the Panhandle and close to Alabama and all that, it's still Florida.
The vintage goat and garden.
Goat and garden, man. Vintage goat. J Florida.
Chuckamuckla.
So you got a big Circle K open right there. And this area has had a lot of growth. And sometimes with growth, you get a lot of undesirable stuff. But it seems like it's doing all right.
Drop their stuffed animal.
Yep, lots of new stores. I mean, you got Walgreens, new gas station. Right there, you got a brand new Circle K. And as I said, traffic here, I don't know why, the way they've built these Florida towns up this way in the Panhandle, it's just horrible infrastructure as far as they haven't built enough main roads, so traffic kind of gets congested and piled up into the same little areas. Cell phone signal's been all right for uploading our stuff though, right? Hasn't been bad at all. Yeah, so there's good phone signal. That's always a plus.
I have Starbucks.
Starbucks, yep. Yeah, you're gonna get all your. Doesn't seem like. Yeah, you know, you're gonna get all your regular city crap. So Pensacola is 14 miles from here. Now we want to scope out some of the neighborhoods. We don't want to just show you guys the main road, so we have to divert off of this main road and kind of hit the back streets. Seems like on the south side of 90 there were some really nice neighborhoods. Let me see how I can get over there. Quítate de en medio, hacer conmigo no. You know, conmigo no. I also want to see if the drivers are aggressive. That's one thing I don't like very much. Seems like that neighborhood in there looks nice. Let's see if we can get over there. I like to see if drivers are aggressive, so sometimes I'll drive a little slow just to test people out and see how aggressive people drive around here. Because that's one thing I don't like. You're going to find people in North Florida to be very vocal about whatever the crap they believe in. I don't like that too much about North Florida. In Alabama, people are not so vocal about stuff, and that's kind of nice. I'm not big on all the knowing what you believe in. I think that should be your own personal business. One thing I really don't like about North Florida is how vocal people are about it. And I feel that they believe because of that, whatever they're voicing, that they're going to be more accepted in the South. And they feel like they have to portray some type of conservative thing to kind of fit in. Because at heart, they're just northern people. You know, they really are northern people at heart. And they try to portray some type of conservative view to convince people that are from here that they're not bad. But they still have their big city ways, rude behaviors, and all that. So it doesn't convince me very much. I don't know if it convinces the rest of you, because I've noticed in my short time in North Florida that people here are just as rude and city folk as anybody in the more prestigious places like Naples or Boca. So to me, it seems that a lot of people are trying to portray that they're a certain way just so that they can feel that they fit in better in the area, but they're not really from here. And you know, the people that are really from North Florida, they're very respectful, a lot of Southern hospitality, and that's really how you distinguish real Southern people. So, you know, I don't really believe that the vast majority of these people are being authentic to who they are. I've lived in Naples, Florida, and I can tell you, I know if you're from Massachusetts, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Boston, New York, New Jersey, wherever the crap you're from up north, I can identify you from a mile away. I don't need you to put up a hat on to let me know what you are or what you believe. I know what you are because I can tell from your accent, the way you walk, the car you drive. I already know what you are. And I feel like there's too many people in this part of Florida that they're trying to portray something to kind of cover up the fact that they're northern people, because I don't know if you guys are aware that the real southern people down here don't like people from up north. It's kind of a regional thing here. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm just letting you know that the southern people from this part of Florida, they don't like people from up north, okay? Like, I'm a Latino from Florida and Katie's from Michigan and she's American. And the American people in Alabama have given her a harder time, even though she's American. She's had a harder time than me because she's from Michigan. So they call her a Yankee and all that. So that's pretty much a fact of living in the South. But I feel like there's too many people just trying to portray something they're not with a hat or a sign in front of their yard or, you know, some type of statement of that sort to kind of portray that they're not like that, you know. But again, to a Southern person, they can smell you from a mile away. Maybe it's me, may it be me, or may it be Katie, who's a Yankee, or whatever the crap you got going on. Just be who you are, you know. A lot of people here are just portraying stuff they're just not really about to try to fit in culturally, and it's very obvious to me. I don't know how the locals feel about it, but anyways, you'll see a lot of people here trying to be somebody they're not. Just be who you are. You know what I mean? Except for Katie, you need to stop being who you are. But just playing. Come here, babe. Don't get mad. I love you. It's just the way you are. Can I get a map? I need to figure out where we're going.
Oh, now you
No,
like me.
I've always liked you. What are you talking about? I don't have a problem with you. Why would I have a problem with you? I love you. You're my best friend in this whole wide world. I'm not going to hold the fact that you're from Michigan against you in any way. Some of us, we're not all perfect.
I came from Michigan 20 years ago
20 years ago.
when I was a child.
Yeah. And, you know, so it's in your DNA. There's no doubt about it. I'm with you. It's in your DNA. I couldn't agree with you more that it's part of your DNA. Ow. But anyways, that's a thing up here. And it's a shame that we even have to talk about it. But it's really a thing here in the South. But if you're thinking of like one of these kind of, I don't know, more civilized places, not much of a problem. Now, Pace has a lot of new developments, and we're not really going to go through much of that because I feel that that's already been covered by realtors very well on YouTube. So if you want to see some new houses in Pace, Florida, there's a lot of it. Like the whole outskirts of the city is nothing but that. But I want to show you guys the actual town itself. And you know what? From what I can see, there's not even a town center, like a real, like, you know, like a historic core and none of that to the city. It's just kind of random stuff all over the place. And one thing I like about Alabama is that most of the little towns have a little town center. But this ain't bad. To me, this reminds me of Tampa. What about you, Katie?
Definitely Tampa vibes.
Tampa vibes is the most overwhelming thing that I've noticed about this place is how much it reminds me of Tampa. And if this was Tampa, you would have higher real estate prices, more crime. So it's probably not a bad alternative to Tampa at all. You know, it's quieter, less traffic, less crime, more affordable, better paying jobs. So I do think that this area is a great alternative. And Tampa doesn't have beaches directly in Tampa. You got to go to St. Pete. So you got the same deal here. You got to go to Pensacola Beach. So not bad at all, really. I would actually recommend this place. But me and Katie are going to run into Pensacola as well. Try to run into Pensacola on this trip.
In 600 feet, turn right onto Diamond Street.
Yeah. Shine bright like a diamond.
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 Turn right
Gate.
onto Diamond Street.
Right there, gate down there. Shine bright like a diamond. You shine bright like a diamond. I'm not really good with singing that. Is that a Beyonce song?
I don't know.
I think it's Beyonce that sings that.
I don't think it's Beyonce.
Fortunately for her, we tried
Continue
singing.
on Diamond Street for 1 mile.
There's a Florida Town Park over here. I'm gonna check it out. I like this neighborhood. It seems pretty chill. You know, it's definitely kind of chill here. That's for sure.
I thought it was Rihanna.
It might be real. I don't know the difference. I don't listen to country music, so I don't really know.
Oh, it's not country. It's like pop or
Pop?
something.
Pop music.
Yeah.
Well, I don't listen to that crap. So here you have. Oh, this would be a great cover photo. Wouldn't this be a great cover photo right here? That's gonna be my cover photo right there. Something about food marks as cover photos that just gets our video so many views. Just take my photos here.
And then the comments are
you went to the worst part of town.
Yeah.
I like it. This is a great cover photo for the video.
You're making our town look bad.
Your town's making your town look bad, not me.
Yeah.
I love when they say that. You're making our town look bad. I'm like, no, your town's doing a pretty good job of that by itself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not going to go to the fancy suburban parts of the city. Like I said, there's plenty of that on YouTube already. I want to show you guys kind of like the more off the beaten path type of places. You can get a real feel for the place.
I have seen more Kias here than I've ever seen in my life. Are
Yeah, 'cause
they
they
getting
make
a
'em-
deal?
They make them, oh no, is it Kia or Honda? They make both of them around here.
Mm-hmm.
They make both of them. So we're going to go to Florida Town Park down here.
Yeah.
I love how there's a random corner store in this neighborhood. But this area's got great weather. Much milder than South Florida. However, I will tell you this. The combination of cold fronts and the ocean breeze of the Gulf of Mexico makes for a very cold friggin' place in the winter when those cold fronts come through. Because remember when we were in Navarre Beach, it was 55 degrees and I was freezing.
Yeah, it was worse than
Here's some of those new houses we're talking about.
worse
Wasn't it?
than Alabama in the 20s.
Yeah, it was freezing cold. It was unbearable, and sometimes they'll be like in the 20s where we live.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
And we'll walk outside with a t-shirt.
Yeah, definitely. So it seems like for some reason, this is just gorgeous. Look at this.
Andrew Jackson Estates.
Andrew Jackson Estates. Is there houses for sale there?
Land for sale over there.
Oh, there's some big houses. Let's check it out. Big houses. This is beautiful here. Nothing like seeing open water. Land for sale. So they're trying to sell houses here. Yeah, not bad at all. I mean, these are probably going to be what, in the $500,000 range at least.
At least.
At least, yeah. Let's see what's going on over here. So these are water adjacent properties. So
Yeah.
a little bit fancier, without a doubt. Although it kind of looks trashy. I don't know if it flooded recently. Looks like there was a recent storm surge or something. It looks kind of, well, they did have a lot of hurricanes and stuff come through here, so that's probably why it looks trashy.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about living near the coast. You know, you're always dealing with nature in some way or another. But you know, big beach houses right here in some type of way. Shining bright like a diamond, diamond. Wiggly, 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 wiggly. I compose my own music, man.
Oh, the Piggly
Killer.
Wiggly. Piggly Wiggly, Piggly, Piggly, Piggly.
Katie,
Yeah.
you ruined my song, man. I mean, it was already ruined before you started, but that didn't really make it any better. Yeah, you can tell there was a hurricane like just blasted through here. Maybe even a storm surge or something. You can just tell by the trees and
Improve the Piggly Wiggly song.
nice big houses on the water. I
Yeah.
don't know what they would cost in this neighborhood, but yeah, so there are a little bit nicer real estate if you're not afraid of getting your house blown away by a hurricane. If a hurricane is something you're afraid of, this may not be the place
Ooh, they have
for
a
you.
tulip window.
This is a nicer looking house right here. They kind of like made it a little bit more modern. This is the nicest one I've seen so far.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. Actually, that might be a better cover photo than my little hood store. Not bad. Very fancy. Whoops. Can you grab that real quick?
Sure.
So, yeah. I mean, they got fancy stuff out here. I mean, just like anywhere else. You know, you got fancy waterfront properties, which are acceptable to hurricanes knocking the crap over. You can definitely tell there was hurricane damage through here recently. Storm surge and everything. You can just see it. And that's part of the package. Most people here have their homes insured and they have enough money to where it doesn't really matter if a hurricane does a little bit of damage. That's what the insurance and money in the bank is for. So most people that can afford that aren't really too concerned. After all, what's a little bit of hurricane damage when you're loaded? Shine bright like a diamond, diamond, diamond. Shine bright like a diamond, like a diamond plate tailgate. Shine bright like a diamond, diamond, diamond.
What's your favorite store, Jose?
Diamond.
No, it's not.
There's like a little lake here. Look how much garbage. They never cleaned up any of this hurricane damage. But yeah, I wonder if there's bass in there. There might be snook or bass in there.
Yeah.
I got my fishing lure on me. I might give it a try. I don't know
Jose,
what.
sing the Pickety Wiggity song and let's go.
No. I'm thinking about fishing.
Big.
Traffic sucks out here.